Hello everybody, the Quiet Atheist here yet again with another very interesting video for you guys today. When it comes to this video though, it is going to be a little bit different. And the reason why I say that is because of the fact that I am literally taking it upon myself to talk about the Young Turks for the very first time on my channel. And it took a video made by them today to literally light a fire under my ass to make this video. Now, before we get into all of that, I wanted to let you guys know, of course, that all of the videos that I'm going to be addressing in this video are going to be in the description down below for everybody to take a look at. And the reason why I am doing that is because of the fact that I want you guys to see the incredible amount of hypocrisy that these individuals at the Young Turks have to offer. Now, like I said, I saw a video today that literally had hypocrisy all over it. But before we get into that video, I thought that I would basically take it upon myself to go back in time, if you will, to talk about a previous video that the Young Turks made. Now, in that video, Anna and a couple of other individuals that were on the panel were basically talking about the new cast for the Fantastic Four reboot. Now, Anna starts talking trash, if you will. She basically starts saying that she had this big problem with this disc jockey that was basically asking the new cast, a bunch of questions. And one of the questions that she specifically had a problem with was, how does it work? Because in the comic books, the Human Torch is white, okay, but in the movie, he's black. And he has a white sister, aka the Invisible Woman. She then had a problem amongst the other individuals on the panel with this disc jockey, like I said. So they basically were saying that this individual was a douchebag for asking this question, and this individual absolutely had no knowledge of the story when it came to the Fantastic Four, right? And he was just basically talking trash, according to these individuals at the Young Turks. And I think that it's safe to say that they were basically accusing him of being racist. I mean, it was there. You can see the attitude, you can see the hostility that these individuals within the Young Turks had towards this disc jockey. It was there. The video is in the description for you guys to take a look at. Now, fast forward a little bit, and all of a sudden there's this new movie coming out, a Japanese movie, if you will, and it's called Ghost in the Shell, if you will, starring Scarlett Johansson. All of a sudden, Anna and these people on the Young Turks have a fucking problem with this. Why? Because Scarlett Johansson is white. They basically think that she does not need to have the role. They think that it's inappropriate for an individual who is white to play a Japanese role in a Japanese film. And right away, Anna starts, spewing out of her mouth that she can literally sympathize with individuals who have a problem with this. And she goes on to feature a couple of films in her video, if you will, where John Wayne, I think, was basically playing Genghis Khan. And she was basically, telling the audience, can you see how that is a bad idea? Can you see that this is a terrible idea and that it shouldn't happen? And at that moment, I wanted to comment in the video and tell them how hypocritical these individuals were basically being. But I didn't do that. I didn't feel, that it would satisfy me. And that is why I wanted to make this video, right? Because these individuals seem to be okay with a black man playing a white man's role in a comic book movie. But when a white woman wants to play an Asian woman's role in a different type of film, all of a sudden the Young Turks have a problem with it. All of a sudden they want to push forth their little narratives. They want to twist things, when they absolutely know nothing about what they are talking about. Because again, it's all about their narrative that they want to push forth, like a Christian fundamentalist, like those Muslim fundamentalists as well. They have narratives that they want to push forth. They want to feed their audience all of this nonsense, and they expect everybody to believe it. They basically want to think, that they can rise out of the ashes like this proverbial phoenix, if you will, when in all actuality, it's making them look bad. It really is. Because they seem to be okay with African Americans playing the roles of white people. But when a white woman is going to play a role of an Asian woman in a film, all of a sudden they have a fucking problem with it. You know, these individuals have been shooting their mouths off for a long time now. And in all actuality, I have to be honest with you guys. I am beginning to see how these individuals work within the Young Turks. I'm beginning to see the incredible amount of stupidity coming from the individuals' mouths when it comes to issues like this that are being discussed, right? Because again, they want to flip flop. They want to do this. They want to do that. And they speak out of both sides of their fucking mouths when it comes to important issues, and I picked up on that. I can see why a lot of people are really angry with these individuals. They are a bunch of hypocrites when it comes to important issues, right? And this example that I'm providing for you guys in the description is proof that these individuals are hypocrites. Because again, they absolutely have no problem with African Americans, playing the roles of white people in films. But when it comes to white women playing the roles of Asian women, all of a sudden they have a fucking problem with it, and you see that double standard. You see that hypocrisy, and it's something that infuriates me. Now, I'm not a racist individual, and here's how I see it when it comes to movies, etc., etc. Let fucking Scarlett Johansson play whatever fucking role she wants. I don't understand the thinking process coming from these individuals within the Young Turks. It's just a fucking movie. Who knows? The Asians might actually like the movie. They may actually like what this movie has to offer. They may actually like what Scarlett Johansson has to offer when it comes to this specific role in this fucking movie. But the Young Turks basically want to stand out like a turd in a punch bowl, and they want to think that they can basically have the biggest dick here on YouTube when it comes to important issues that need to be discussed. But the first thing, Young Turks, to solve a problem is recognizing that there is one. And in your case, the problem is within your organization. Work on that, fix that. Don't speak out of both sides of your mouth. Actually address issues honestly and without hypocrisy. And that's how I see it. That's how it needs to be done. Because if you're going to continue to spew this hypocrisy, if you're going to continue to spew this narrative that you want, a lot of people are literally going to abandon you. They're not going to take you seriously. And all you're going to have is that core group of subscribers that are literally willing to swallow anything that you feed them. And that is pathetic. And that's something that I literally wanted to get off of my chest, guys. Because this idiocy is something that gets offensive at times, and these individuals really need to analyze their positions on a lot of things. They need to stop ignoring a lot of facts. They need to stop with their biases. They need to stop with all of this bullshit, within this narrative that they want to push. They need to stop it all. If they are willing to be here on YouTube and want to be a news source, they need to be honest. They need to have honest positions and honest, opinions about a lot of things. But we don't see that, and I'm beginning to see that now. It took me a while, but I'm beginning to see it now. And it's a big problem, especially when a group of individuals only want to push forth one narrative. They don't want any outside opinions because they basically have this idea that nobody knows what they are talking about when it comes to important issues, according to the Young Turks. They are fucking ridiculous, right? And this is something that, again, I literally wanted to get off of my chest. Bottom line, let fucking Scarlett Johansson play whatever fucking role she wants. Stop making an issue out of something that isn't there to begin with. It's just a fucking movie. Plain and simple. Let her fucking play the role and keep your mouths shut.